And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers.
Come on, fellas.
Off play action. Done. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Done. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, it's Underwood. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Done. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Done. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Back to throw. Done. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
They'll run on first down. Underwood escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There he goes inside the 30. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now. Akers. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Underwood. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jacksonville.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set. 15 Ronnie. 15 Ronnie. 61. Max Fox White. Ready.
On first down, Armstrong. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the...
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point.
Last touchdown, buddy.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
60 or recon 132 fighter.
To throw on second down. Done. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for the defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ready to break. Check that one, Mike 52. Exit. Double dog, that's the way. Mike 52, Mike 52. All day.
Off the play fake. Done. And almost. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Go, boys, go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Underwood. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now back to throw. That's Underwood. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Underwood trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Underwood. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
44, Mike, 44.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simmons. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Dunn. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Dunn. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready? 90, Wolf. General West.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Hey, Delta. Check that. What, Mike 52? Let's go.
Looking to throw. Dunn. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. It's Underwood. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Choose the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dunn. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Dunn. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. Room here to run. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Back to the mic. Mike back.
Hey, Echo.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Steve Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Dunn. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 2.
On 4th down. Dunn. Open man right side is Sharp. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back to get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Done. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
41, Jaguars 16. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two."
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
that's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go, B. Big series.
On first down, Dunn. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Underwood. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Underwood, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On third down, it's Underwood. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Josh Allen